I'm going to be reading a couple of stories from my first book, David G. Grade 3. These are two very sad stories. So if you're in the mood for a sad story, stick around. If you don't want to be bummed out, stop right now. Also, they have a couple of swear words in it, so be warned. And these stories are not for children. The chapter is called Awful Christmas Car Problems. One Christmas in the early 1990s, I returned home to share Christmas dinner with Mum. My sister Yvette lives in the long-term care hospital, but Mum has somehow arranged a day pass to bring her home from the hospital for the day. On the stove in a pot is a boiling roast, which Mum states is lamb. It's not. It's mutton. Lamb is sweet, tender, and young. Mutton is old, tough, and stinky. Another pot boils potatoes. Another has turnip mash. While this colorless meal boils, Mum reads aloud the medical report of my sister's latest surgery. The bore hole entered the skull at. I am trying to tune out my mother's voice while suppressing my intense need to search my sister's eyes once again for a spark of recognition, an acknowledgement of where she is. With too many tears over too many years, I stopped myself from looking in her eyes and pleading, Yvette, where are you? Mom is on the opposite side of her small square kitchen table from me, head down, monotonously reading the medical notes. My sister is to my right, head bopping, her left hand squeezing my right hand. I am unable to cry as I am distracted by the guttural sobs of the woman on the fourth side of the table. She is Jay, one of my sister's friends from back in nursing school in the 1970s. She's there to support my mother, to be with her friend, but mostly to be with other people on Christmas Eve. She is recently divorced and does not want to be alone this Christmas, as the last two Christmases saw her mother and brother kill themselves. There is an exact moment in your life where nothing makes sense, where you do not feel what is happening is real, where your world seems spinning around you. Sitting there at my mom's kitchen table on that Christmas Eve is that moment for me. The vile smell of boiling mutton, my beloved blank sister's gasps and spits, my mother robotically reciting horrific surgical procedures, my sister's friend staring at her knife. Throughout the day, Mom is upset that my brother Ape has not yet arrived back in Regina for Christmas. He is working out on the West Coast and promised he would drive back. She knows her favorite child, Louis, will never return to Saskatchewan for Christmas, though he does always call collect on the 24th. For hours, Mom bugs me to phone Ape to make sure he has left Vancouver. Before the era of cell phones, a telephone answering message would probably mean he is on his way. I finally break down and say I will call. I don't think I've ever phoned him in my entire life, and I don't know what the hell I'm going to say. I'm surprised when Ape answers with his guttural hello of, huh? I say who I am, that I'm with Mum, and that she is wondering if he is coming home for Christmas. Some dumb cunt nicked my truck, he says. I muffle the receiver, take a long pause, and tell Mum he's having car problems. She is upset and tells me to tell him that she'll wire him the money to take the bus. She really needs him here. She'll pay for the full Greyhound fare there and back. Won't catch me fucking dead on a cocksucking hound. I again muffle the receiver and say, he prefers not taking the bus. Mum grabs the phone and starts pleading for him to please, please come home for Christmas. After several hello, hello, she realizes Ape has hung up. She silently hangs up the receiver, devastated, slowly sits back in her chair. I feel so awful for her. I feel so awful for myself and my lost sister. At that moment, I know this is the worst Christmas of my life.